Thor brought the thunder! I say to thee who's watching this, prepare for lots of spoilers. Anyway, I won't be talking like that. So Thor, what a way to start the summer movie season. Oh my god, I have so much good things to say, so let me say the only real bad thing I didn't like about the movie. The helmet. He only wore it for like a minute. You know, what we see in that one clip when he's taking off the helmet, that's it. He doesn't wear the helmet. That helmet was really cool and I would love to see it more, but that was the only bad thing because I absolutely love this movie. First off, let's talk about special effects. Special effects were incredible with the fight scenes with the frost giants and Destroyer, and Asgard looked gorgeous. Man, the team that did this, I tip my hat off to them. We saw things that I was really glad to see. We saw Thor fly. He really brought his thunder and lightning. When he was Thor and with his full power, nothing can stop him. And the special effects really brought it. And we saw Loki's magic. We saw so many things with Asgardians, like with the Warriors 3 and Lady Sif, battling the Destroyer. And it was great because this movie, the special effects and the 3D also, which I have to say, the 3D was great. There was times where you didn't see this much when it was like no action going on, but when they were teleporting through the Bifrost Bridge and they were just about in Asgard, and when they were fighting the Destroyer or Loki and Thor fought, the 3D looked incredible. It was definitely I definitely suggest seeing this in 3D. It's definitely worth it. Now, besides the incredible special effects in 3D. The plot was great. For Thor, I always loved in the Avengers, but I know like his history and stuff, but he was never like even one of my favorite Marvel characters, like compared to like Iron Man, Spider-Man, those people. But this movie really makes you fall in love with Thor. I mean, they have all his characteristics, in which I have to tip Chris Hemsworth. I can't think of anyone else playing Thor. He did a great job. He was arrogant and brash, but then charming, and he talked like a god, like Thor would, and it was really great. He was strong and brave, and I really loved his performance, and I just love that. Unlike other movies that introduce the character, we got the history and mythos of Asgard and the Nine Realms, but it wasn't just the full-on like how Thor becomes Thor. I mean, they're making an anime movie that's coming out later, but this was really about like Thor. Besides the little clip of him and Loki as kids, you see him. He's already established. He has his powers. He's an incredible fighter, and it's really about his journey from learning, because he's so brash and arrogant, and his actions cause a war with the frost giants and Asgard, and that Odin has to take away his powers and make him, even though this is all Loki's doing, which is great, and I'll get to Loki in a second. It's really his journey of learning humanity and learning it's not about just kicking ass. It's about learning true leadership and true being wise about your decision making, and I really loved seeing his journey, and seeing Thor learn to love also, Midgard, and with humans like Jane Foster, Natalie Portman, gorgeous, and I just loved her character in that. She was smart and she was sweet and dorky, and I loved it, and it was really cool because that even like with so many of these comic book movies, there is some sort of love story, and more so I guess in movies like Spider-Man, but usually that's like always secondary. And with this movie, with so much going on with introducing the mythos of Thor and the all the fights and all the things that's going on with the story of redemption and learning humanity, you get a really sweet, not forced love story, and it's really great. And I really feel for Jane and Thor's, love. Now, man, and then just the whole thing with Loki and Thor, that whole dealing with brothers, it was really great. And let me get into the acting. So not only was Chris Hemsworth Thor, he was totally Thor. He got down the whole thing, his whole characteristics. But Tom Hiddleston was Loki. He's supposed to be the main villain in Avengers, and I can't wait because he was so great. You feel his pain, but at the same time, he's conniving. He's manipulative, and he's up to no good. And you never know if he's really good or he's really bad, which I loved, and that's how Loki should be. And he really looked and sounded the part. And just, I mean, and Anthony Hopkins as Odin, I can imagine anyone else being Odin, because he was so, mighty and so fierce, but so wise and so noble. And Anthony Hopkins, when he's Odin, he's really, you can feel that he's trying to, teach his sons, things, but in his decisions and making, it's like he's just trying to be, give them some tough love. And Natalie Portman, of course, is Jane Foster. Like I said, I love her, and I hope that she returns in the Avengers or in Thor 2, because I absolutely love her, and man, she was so great as Jane Foster. Even like also the supporting cast, it was great seeing, the Warriors 3 with Ray Stevenson, who played the Punisher in Punisher Warzone as Volstagg. He was awesome, and the other guys who played Hogan and Vendel, they were great. With Darcy, played by Kat Evans, I forget, but she was awesome. She was hilarious, and she wasn't like, that annoying person and just making jokes. She was actually funny, like how you say Neo or Mew, Meow Meow, something like that. I love that. That was hilarious, and that was what's so great about the film too. It was like really like with Iron Man, mixing up emotion and humor and all these mythos, and it was just so great and entertaining. The things I also love, major spoilers, we got the Stan Lee cameo, which was hilarious. We got Hawkeye in there, which was awesome. And I immediately knew it was him once he picked the bow. We got references to Donald Blake, with that being Jane's ex-boyfriend, and then they call him Donald Blake, which they said is going to be a bigger part in the second movie. We got references to Bruce Banner with the gamma radiation, and at the end, with the Cosmic Cube and Loki being around. I'm really excited. I can't wait. And that's going to play into the Captain America and the Avengers, which I'm really excited for. There's also just some great references to just so many things in the Marvel Universe. I thought I saw the amulet that Dr. Shane saw. I think I saw the Infinity Gauntlet in the trophy room, which was really awesome. So overall, I can go on and how awesome this movie was. This was, if every summer movie like Captain America, Green Lantern, Transformers is even half as good as this movie, then we're going to have a great summer movie season. This is not only one of the best Marvel comic films, this is one of the best comic films, probably one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. It's definitely in my top 10 now. So what do I give Thor? I give him 5 Mighty Mjolnir hammers out of 5. So definitely go see Thor. See it in IMAX 3D. It looks amazing. That's what I did. See it a bunch of times. I plan to see it a few times. I'm going to go see it again right after this video. So you go see it, guys, because Thor brought the thunder!